Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. So welcome back to Heroes Fest. Today I'm going to be summoning quite a lot. I have 9,000 Astral Gems saved up, which is a maximum of 15 summons, but it probably won't take that much. And what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to keep summoning until I get a NAT 5. The other thing is we have the Thor Rebirth. I just noticed that like this little thing on my shirt is green. And it's making me like see through on the green screen. It's like I have a hole in my chest. If you ever watched Bleach, it's like I'm a hollow basically. But today we're gonna start with the Thor Rebirth because I have a lot of things saved up for the Thor Rebirth, as well as a lot of Astral Gems that I can pop for summoning. I'm not too sure if I want to summon all my eggs now or possibly wait for the next rebirth. We'll kind of see what happens during the Thor Rebirth. Usually because the egg summons take quite a long time to actually pop them all. So I don't want the video to be like insanely long. I might actually save them for a different video. But we'll at least be doing the Astral Gem summons as well as all the rebirths that we can for today. So I guess we'll start with rebirthing anything that I have in the inventory right now that I haven't done. Hopefully we can get some more light dark kikis. So last Clan Fest I actually saved up quite a lot of 4 stars that I can actually use for the Thor Rebirth this Clan Fest. These Phoenix, I have quite a lot of them that I don't need. I basically only need to keep the ones that I'm planning to evolve, and then everything else can pretty much be fed. Anything that I haven't evolved through yet, since the Phoenix are summonable from eggs, it's not too much of a problem. Basically I'll just have to eventually evolve them. But everything else that I brought out, I pretty much no longer need, with the exception of a few monsters like Yeti and stuff. But these like Dark Radis and stuff, I no longer need these monsters, so I'm basically going to be using them for Rebirth, this Rebirth festival. So we're gonna start with the Thor Rebirth. I think I rebirthed pretty much everything that I can right now. For 3 stars, I don't have a lot of room, so we're just gonna have to summon a few and then do a few rebirths, and hopefully I get something good. So I guess we'll start with all the extra Phoenix that I'm not going to use. Basically all these. I would have liked to make them variant, but you know, unfortunately I wasn't able to get a lot of variants during the Rebirth Fest. So I guess we're just gonna have to rebirth them like this. Because I don't have a lot of variants, I'm kind of unsure if I want to actually build a Light Thor. Because if I can't get him as a variant, there's no real reason for me to be using him. I can either stack a whole bunch of Wood Thors, or if I get a really good slot on my Water Thor, I actually might raise one as well. Because although he's not like super good, compared to a lot of the other farmers in different elements, he's pretty much the best one that you can get for water. Wait, this one I locked. Why did I lock it? We're gonna have to take a quick look. I don't want to make a mistake that I will one day regret. But I think we should be fine because most of the Phoenix that I'm planning to raise, unless that one happened to be like triple square or something. Nah, he doesn't really have any that good slots. And this one's one of each. I already fed 2 Phoenix into him, so he's the one that I'm probably going to be saving. This one, I don't know really why I locked them. I think they're just naturally locked. I just unlocked some of them. Basically, I can unlock all of them and use them for Rebirth. And also all the light ones as well, because most of these don't really have really good slots. I already have 1 dark one, and this one I fed 2 into. I don't really know why. I don't think I need to keep them. I'm probably just going to feed them as well. It's kind of a waste. I've fed 2 Phoenix into him. And then I have 2 light ones that are mostly squares. So everything else can pretty much, I know for sure, can be fed. Come on, give me another dark one. I actually could raise another dark one as well. If you guys notice, I added some new songs to my NCS playlist because they have some new songs. I think these are pretty good. Alright, let's see if this one has good slots. It has one square, but it's not what I'm looking for. I don't have a lot of diamond siphon gems, which is another problem as well. Man, just no luck these days. I did actually wait till the reset, when it just reset and I summon. Because I find that usually this is the time when I actually get the best luck. A lot of my good monsters that I summon hadn't be summoned during this time. I know I'm being superstitious, but I can't help it. I want to see if I can get something good this fest. So, wait, let me just really quickly check this because I forgot to check them. So I actually have a few Thors in my box right now. A few wood Thors that I actually raised just in case I don't need the... I'm not planning to raise like any of the light ones. This light one I evoed 2. The other 2 light ones I don't really need. I'm feeling kind of iffy about building the light one because it's not really going to be used unless I can make him a variant, and I really don't have enough 4-star variants to be feeding anyways. So I think what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put some of the monsters that I usually use temporarily into storage. This way it saves me some space, and then I can use everything else for rebirth. So I guess I'll just put all my dark monsters into storage temporarily, and then we'll see which Thors we want to build. So actually, if I really wanted to, I can stack a whole bunch of wood Thors. Besides this one doesn't have a square slot, and I can pick out basically all the best Thors with the best slots and just kind of use them instead. So this one has 1 square. This one has 1 square. This one also has 1 square. I'm kind of thinking of possibly building a water Thor. If I can just get one with like really good slots. If I get a dark one, I'll definitely build a dark one though. Come on. Another wood one? What slots does he have? Alright, this one actually has 2 squares, which is slightly better. If I can't get a water Thor with 2 squares, 1 triangle, or triple square, I might actually go for one with 2 squares, 1 triangle, because I actually do have a lot of triangle siphon gems, which can be used as well. I have some random NAT 4s that I'm not using, like the Mammoth, the Yaksha, and the... these 2 I also don't need anymore. Actually, these 3 I don't need. Feed the Boltwing first. Come on, Dark Thor. Oh, this is kind of sad. Not a single one. Alright, I don't need this dark one. I also don't need the other 3 dark ones either. Now I'm just gonna be rolling in Thors. Oh, that is unfortunate. I might actually just keep a few Evil 2 Thors and just use them for Titan. If I can't get a single dark one. If I can get a single dark one, I actually might actually use the dark one. There's a lot of fusions going on. I can fuse 2 light ones into the dark one, but this is kind of like a last ditch effort. If I don't want to, if I really can't get it, I'll try to do that. The Dark Radis, I think I have multiples of them, or I already raised one, and I'm not planning to use any more. They are half aggressors, but their aggression is on their second skill, and stun on first skill is not really all that good, which means they're really not that good. I raised one to Evil 3, I can keep them for my collection. The other 3 are pretty much my only variants that I have left to feed in this festival, and hopefully it gives me one variant, because if it gives me one variant, I actually could raise the Light Thor instead. Ooh, there we go, that's the variant. It's a level 2 variant, it's not amazing, but it is a variant, so I probably will just raise the Light Thor. So this is the Light Thor that I have. It has 2 square slots, 1 triangle, which is actually decent. It's not too bad. You know, it's not the dream, the triple triangle, but it is pretty decent. I'll actually feed everything I have first, and then we'll see what we can keep, and then I'll basically feed everything else away. That was the wrong rebirth. Come on. Dude, if I get a dark one, I actually might just use that one instead. Oh, this is unfortunate. This one I actually don't need any longer. I actually checked just now. Everything else is a NAT 5, so we only have a few more monsters we can feed. We have the 2 variant water mammoths, and this dark lat I actually don't need any longer as well. So I'm gonna actually use these 3, and hopefully it gives me another variant, which would be really sweet. Come on. Ooh, there we go. Come on, high variant. Ooh, perfect lead. That's the perfect one. All right, that one's going into my Light Thor. I can actually use Light Thor for PvP defense now. He's actually quite annoying. He's quite strong. Wait, is that? Oh wait, no, that was a Gemini. I was like, did that fire one happen to be triple square as well? I have more than a little bit of random shit to feed. I have a lot of random shit that I can feed. Everything that isn't a wild thing. The Maras from before. The Cocos, unfortunately, I cannot feed because I will maybe need them one day for Titans. I think everything else might be off limits. Alright, so I guess this festival I'm pretty much gonna just be raising a Light Thor, and I'll keep a few Wood Thors. I'll try to see if I can get 3 more. I'll probably get some stuff from the Rebirth as well, or the Summoning as well, so that isn't too much of a problem. Good slots. Perfect. Oh no, not the perfect triple square. Alright, let's see what this one can give me. It's a wood one with, man, nothing with good slots. That is kind of unfortunate. Alright, it seems like we're out of stuff to rebirth. We're just gonna summon, and hopefully we get something good. And since the day refreshed, I will be able to do random summon right now. Okay, that's gonna have to be like fed later. Be funny if I get a NAT 5 on this summon. Be like, oh, that's it, guys. That's it for this summoning video. I got my NAT 5. I've gotten a Water Shiva from the free summon before. On this, it was actually pretty funny. Alright, if we run out of room, what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to do some rebirths. Alright, we got a Sura. It's basically food. Food for the blender. What do I need water cocoa for? Can't remember. Oh wait, I don't need water cocoa. This is going to be one of those summons where you only get one 4-star. I think during Heroes Fest there's a guarantee for at least one 4-star. I don't really need the Leo either, so he's probably going into the blender as well. After this, I'll feed everything I can into the blender, and then basically we'll try to see what I have left. Actually, because it's like worst case scenario, I have enough to make like, ooh, a variant snowy. That's pretty funny. There's this snowy thing going on. And snowy is actually summonable right now. I'm gonna probably have to use it to fuse the other snowies. Although I think I already have 2 light snowies. Or do I only have 1? I can't quite remember. Alright, after the 3rd summon, I'm going to start skipping all, because I really don't want to be like it to be insanely long. But you know, if we're lucky, we might get it on the next pull, and then I'll just feed everything that I can into the Thor Rebirth. We'll see how many we can get left, and you know, if it's possible, I want to try to build an Evil 3 light one, and then use the other ones to make like fuse the 2 light into 1 dark, and then make like an Evil 3 dark one, and hopefully that dark one has a square slot. If it doesn't, then I think it's also getting fed. I don't really need another non-square slot Thor. Alright, so for this one, I'll just let it run through. And then afterwards, if I don't get an Nat 5 from this, I'm just going to skip each one. I'm going to skip the animation. I'm going to see what I can get. Ooh, is this? Nope, that's not the Nat 5. I really wanted to summon during the Summon Festival time. You know, it's technically Heroes Fest isn't as good as Clan Fest, but I want to summon during this time because I wanted to try to get the exclusive monsters that you can only get during Heroes Fest. I want to get that wood Balrona. I have 2 fire Balronas. I just need to get like a wood one and then another Balrona, and then I'll have like, because I haven't seen anyone use an Evil 3 wood Balrona in League Defense. She has like a lot of potential, I think. A lot of people Evil 3 the water one because the water one's actually a really strong Titan spawn. If I really wanted to, I can make another Snowy through the fusion. Basically, all you need to do is use the Snowy that you get from the summoning and then feed it in. So what you want to do is you want to not use the Snowies that you summon, because you can use them to do the fusion and then get a light dark Snowy, which is actually not too bad. Same with the Tanyas. I haven't really started collecting them yet, but there is still 12 days left, and I've just been farming a lot of Astro Gems. That's what I've been spending a lot of time on. Alright, we'll clear a little bit of room because we're going to be doing some mass summoning soon. I'm going to be careful not to feed away the Snowies, and everything else can pretty much just be fed. Don't worry, I'm a professional. I don't know how many times I've said that, and just like, you know, I'm like, I can't feed the birdies away, and then I all of a sudden just feed all the birdies. And I also need to remember not to feed the birdies, because I still need them. It's been like 5 months later and I still can't Evo 3 my Dark Birdie. I always forget and then I just feed them by accident. Like I never remember. Someone's like, you should just put them in storage. And I actually started doing that, to be honest. Or else it's just never gonna get evolved. The Phoenix I actually have no need for anymore because they why don't I need the Phoenix? Oh yeah, because I don't have any more like dark ones. And that last dark one I realized I already have a dark one. I don't plan on raising 2. So I fed away the other dark one as well. The Yeti, I can use these. Actually, maybe I can. Yeah, I don't need the variant Finnick. Although it would have been nice if I kept them and fed them instead. But whatever. Since I have more snowies than I need, because you only need 1, you can only do it once. I might as well use the variant one to make a variant rebirth. Although I could actually save it and make my light snowy variant, which isn't a horrible waste. Yes, I should save all the snowies. All right, I'm gonna skip all of them now. It forces you to watch the first one. I don't usually do this, but that was 3 Nat 4s and 1 pull. But I do wanna see if I can get my Nat 5 ASAP. Ooh. Ooh, variant Hana. That's pretty good. Don't usually get a lot of variant Nat 4s. And I am out of room. I am completely out of room in like less than a few seconds. Alright, since we have one more variant monster that we don't need, use all these for rebirth. See if it can give me a variant Kiki. Oh, it got me the light Kiki. That's pretty good. We still got these that I can feed. No birdies in my summons, or maybe I already fed them all away. All right, let's keep going. Nat 5. Ah, this was actually not a good pull. Man, my inventory is filling up pretty fast. I'm gonna have to use 3 random Nat 4s for some Thors. Okay, so I don't need the Hana. I don't need the Tiger. I do not need the Yaksha either. So we will just use these 3. I have a lot of gold and I have both a lot of gold and Astro Gems this time, so I've come prepared. I've come prepared for this festival, and it just gave me more. Yeah, the Leo looks like Thor. I'm just like I was scared for a second. I was gonna feed away a Thor by accident. Dark one? No. It's another fire one. Alright, we have a lot of stuff to feed on. Don't worry. We're gonna get what we want. Now Thor is such a strong rebirth mon. Like Thor is just so strong. All the elements are good basically. Just some outclass the others, but basically all of them are good. This is the last chance, by the way, to get your Thor. So if you're watching this very early, better do so now. Or forever hold your peace. Alright, we are out. Must have a few random Nat 3s that we can feed. to clear up a little bit more room. I could probably start feeding the Kikis into each other, but hopefully I can just get my NAT 5 before then, before I'm forced to have to do that. It's alright, we got quite a few Astro Gems still. Alright, give me my NAT 5. Nope. Aw, man, it filled up so fast. Okay, I think I might be forced to have to feed the Kikis into each other because I'm getting quite a lot of Kikis now. Well, the thing is, the other Kikis aren't really all that useful. I could temporarily feed them away first, because I don't have that many light dark Kikis yet to actually use, and there's still 12 days left, so I can still farm, and I still have some eggs that I can put into this and make my Kikis like Evo 3 and stuff. I'm probably not going to build multiples of them. I don't think I need to. Because first of all, the light one doesn't synergize well. It requires debuffs from other monsters, so you can't stack them. The dark one I'll definitely build, just because she's a dark nuker. However, I don't have that many dark ones either. Like, I don't think I have a single one yet, so we're just gonna have to feed them into each other and hope it gives me a dark Kiki. I've never done the skip thing before, so hopefully it's not too bad. It doesn't just give me all garbage. Oh man, my inventory is just completely full again. Alright, let's do this. Man, I really wish I can get a dark one before it ends. Oh, this is the guaranteed egg. Come on, dark, not light, dark. Ah, man, it's another light one. I don't need this many light ones. Oh, it was the Tanya's that needed debuffs. I got them mixed up because both of them came out at the same time. Kiki's the one with exposed weakness, but yeah, I don't think you need multiples of her either, because you just need one of her to do the exposed weakness and another nuker to nuke. I'm probably not going to build multiples of her. The dark one I could, because the dark one technically is an attacker, but she's not that much different from Dark Lat, so she's not really top tier compared to like Dark Mona or Dark Sarah. So I'll just have like one of her, just for collection, you know, collection purposes, because Kiki's waifu. Definitely need to do that. Alright, we are back, and we still have 4,000 Astro Gems. Alright, the first one's a NAT 4. That's a good start. Nope. Oh. How much room do I have to clear? Alright, that's it. All of you guys are going. All of them. Except for the Snowies. The Snowies can stay. Because the Snowies I still need. Tanya's I kind of need as well. But the Kikis I can always make more. I still have 12 days to make a lot more. I don't even have one dark one to raise. So that could be that could be a problem. Yeah, how can I go through one rebirth without getting the rebirth monster? Or the good one? That is not acceptable. Oop, there we go. Yes! That's the Dark Kiki. Ooh, she actually has a really nice color scheme. The Master Race! Ooh, that is perfect. That is absolutely 100% perfect. The triple square master race. Alright, back to summoning. Come on, please give me what I need. Balrona? Nope. That was a single Nat 4 summon. Man, my luck is just getting worse and worse. Alright, it's alright. We can still keep going. We can still keep going. And the rebirth still has 1 day left, meaning I can still slime a lot of this into Astro Gems and keep going. We will not accept defeat. Come on, Dark Thor! No, all I need is a Dark Thor with the perfect triple square. Then this will be a good day. Come on, where's my triple square Dark Thor? Well, we have a lot of Thors now. I guess I can make one of them into the light one now. No, it's too early. It is still too early. We need to make more. Alright, I think this is enough room to do 2 summons at one time. So we're gonna have to come out and keep rebirthing. But yeah, I feel like we definitely need bigger rooms because I've been like inventory is definitely an issue. I mean, they do have the Astro Ship, but the Astro Ship's not even a permanent thing. Like if you buy the Astro Ship, it's not even a permanent solution. I feel like we need more room now because there's just so many monsters that we need to collect. Ooh, that's a wild thing. I definitely could use it. Oh my god, what? Are you kidding me? Alright, I'm gonna have to evolve a few of the snowies because I'll make them Evil 2 because I eventually need to use them to make another Snowy Evil 3 anyways. So I'll just do this with like 2 of the Snowies or something like that. Nat 5? Nope. Man, my luck is getting worse. Like, it's actually getting worse as this is going on. It's actually getting worse and worse as we're moving forward. Man, Kiki is such a good rebirth mon. Actually, didn't plan to include her in my top 10 Rebirth Mon video, but she just, because she was new, so I didn't think it was fair. Alright, I think this is enough room. Come on! There we go! It's a fire purse! Alright, alright. I've been getting a lot of the festival mons in the egg. So I might be able to get my NAT 5 in this egg. The other thing is I did get a Neza with a perfect lead actually. Ooh, this makes me almost want to keep her and build a Neza. Because the Neza lead is quite good. It's a defense lead. I'm actually save her, not use her. Everything else I will try to make an even number for the Rebirth and Thors. We currently do actually have an even number. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fuse 2 light Thors into the dark one, and hopefully the dark one has a square slot. If it does not have a square slot, then I will feed it away basically. So this is, since these 2 are evolved, I'm not going to use them, or that one is evolved, I'm not going to use them. And then I will use these 2 light Thors, and this one has the best slot basically. Hopefully this dark one has a square slot. Please, square. Alright, moment of truth. Ooh, it does have 1 square. That's pretty good. Alright, let's raise this one. I'm gonna feed the low level variant into it, so the water variant. Plus 2 more. I'm probably, since I probably don't have enough to raise the water one now, I'm going to use this to make it Evo 2. I'll be careful not to use the wood Thors. Since I already Evo 2'd a lot of them before, I'll just basically not use any of the wood Thors, and then if we have any more Thors left over after the whole thing, I will make a few like Evo 2 wood Thors and use them for future Titans and stuff. Alright, so that one was decent. And this one does not have a square, so I will unlock it. Let me pick out a Thor with like the best slot that I have out of all of them. I think double square triangle is the best. I'm going to lock this one. Or basically, how do I make it? Oh wait, I'll unlock it and put it in storage. I'll take something out of storage. And then the wood Thor that's unlocked, I'll know. And that'll be like my best one. This one. In case I need a in case I have a leftover wood Thor. Everything else is basically fair game at this point. This one's also double square triangle. I'll unlock these 2 and I'll feed these 2 first. If anything, I'll be raising the other 2. These water Thors do have a square slot, but I'm probably not going to be raising the water one anymore, since I have the dark one. And so I'm just going to use the unlocked wood Thors and one of the water Thors. To make Evo 3. You can do the Evo 2 and Evo 3 quests at the same time, by the way. Alright, that's a variant Dark Thor. The variant skill is not really all that important, so I gave the shittier one to him, and I'm going to use the better variant skill for the light one. This one, so since I'm probably going to be keeping the other one, I will use this one, and then I will feed like 2 other Fire Thors into it. And then everything else is probably going to be going into like just multiple wood Thors, and I'll just use them for Titans in the future. Unless one of these water Thors has really good slots. I mean, I could use a one of each water Thor if I really wanted to. But for now, since I'm not going to be using any of the Fire Thors, I'm pretty sure, I will just feed the Fire Thors away. This water Thor has one of each as well. And this is the best light Thor I got. Which one am I keeping? The wood Thor? Yes. Alright, I got a perfectly light Thor now. And now that all that's left is to sort out all the Thors I have left and see what I can make out of this. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13. Actually, wait, no, this is already 4. I could make an Evil 3 actually with this. Should I make an Evil 3 with Thor? With Thor is actually pretty good for Titans. And this saves me less rooms, less monsters to gem. I might get some NAT 5s with Courageous Strike in the future. So I might as well pool all my resources into one good monster. Yeah, I think that sounds like a plan. This one has the same slot as that one I put in storage. So we're going to take that out as well. Alright, so that's one. I'm actually making quite a lot of Astro Gems doing this at the same time. I'll have one with Thor left over. And then that one I can basically just feed away next Rebirth Fest. It was just a leftover one, just so I can make an even number and get the 300 Astro Gems. Which I guess everything kind of worked out. Everything worked out perfectly. I was able to get 2 variants. I was able to make an Evil 3. I was able to make 2 Evil 3s. So I'll be making the Wood Thor Evil 3 for Titans as well. I just gotta make sure the one I actually use at the end does actually have a square slot. And we'll be good. Well, this one's double square triangle. I'll just use this one. So we don't accidentally mess up. Alright, that's 3. And this one has double square triangle, same as this one. We'll just use this one. And then basically make them Evil 3 as well. We can use an Evil 3 with Thor for Titans. Because I already have a lot of other Courageous Strikers. I can't fit like a whole shit ton of Thors anyways. And then I have one left over that I can just use for next next festival. Alright, I got 3 Thors, 2 of them variant. I got this perfect where is she? This perfect perfect Dark Kiki with triple square as well. And I got that Fire Purse, so that's actually pretty good. Alright, and there's only one last thing to do in this video, like every single Heroes Fest. We're gonna end this with oh wait, I didn't grab it from my inventory. That's a lot of Astro Gems as well. I'll save everything, all my other eggs for like an egg summoning video. But for today, we're just going to open this heroic egg, and hopefully it gives me one of the Heroes Fest exclusive monsters like the Balrona or something like that. If not, we'll always wait for the next one. Alright, wish me luck guys, wish me luck. No hands. Come on, give me something good. Give me something really awesome. Alright, I got a Sanzang, which is actually... She's quite strong for Titans. Like, this is one of the best defense or attack down monsters. It's a 90% 2-turn for wood, which is, I guess, a lot of good Titan stuff, to be honest. But I think there's too many good wood Titan stuff. I mean, I have a lot of wood Garudas as well, so, and I have that wood Thor now. And I have the Dark Thor that can basically be used for anything. But yeah, it's unfortunately it's not a Garuda, or not a Garuda, not a Balrona, but it is a Heroes Fest exclusive monster, so she actually is a little bit more rare than all the others. This Fire Purse, I'm probably eventually going to Evil 3 one of my water purses, so that'll actually be pretty good. But I think that is pretty much it. You can get Snowies for crystals. You get a 5-star book for this month's Astromon. Interesting. You can only buy one. Oh wait, you can buy multiple. I might actually just wait for like I might save all my crystals, wait for a month where I really want to make a certain NAT 5 really, really strong, and then just buy all the books that month, because it's not one of each. Oh, you can also buy fabric here. They got a lot of stuff to buy now. Yeah, these ones are a trap. Like, you can summon rebirth mons from those, so I'm kind of scared. I'll probably save for 5-star books. I think those are. I used to think gleams are highest value, but I think the 5-star books are highest value now, because you can't get them anywhere else. But yeah, that is pretty much it. It was a pretty good summoning session. I got a lot of Thors. I wouldn't say I got a lot of really lucky summons, but I got some really solid stuff. Like, I got my variants. I didn't expect to be able to make the variants, and you know, I didn't expect to have a perfect variant. Didn't expect to get a Dark Kiki with triple square either. That's actually really, really nice. But anyways, that is pretty much it for this video. Now, before I end the video, there is something that the clan leader of Luxuria, my competitive clan, wanted me to tell you guys, is that they are still recruiting for players that are that want to basically make it to the top. You know, just be competitive, do PvP with a lot of the top guilds, and also do Titans and try to you know, get high ranks on the maps and stuff like that. So they are still recruiting for people, and if you're interested, you can join our Discord. You can PM me, I can talk to him, or you can just, there's actually in Discord there's a recruitment channel. You can leave a message there, or you can PM him. He is called Night Baron on my Discord. You will be able to see him. He's one of the mods, and he wanted me to just tell you guys that they're still recruiting. And basically, we split our clan into two. There's a casual clan called Invidia, the competitive clan called Luxuria. I think our casual clan is pretty much almost full, so we're not like actively recruiting, but our competitive clan still is looking for players that are a little bit more serious. So if you're interested, there's info in the description below. You can take a look, and that is pretty much it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.